Hi guys, welcome to this video. This is Dr.M.MOORTHI, Assistant Professor, Department of Automobile Engineering, SNS College of Technology, Coimbatore. So in this video, we are going to discuss about a topic called the springs are used in the clutch, in the transmission system. So yes, we have discussed in the previous videos, the transmission system, it includes the engine and then clutch and then gearboxes and then transmission system, it's the transmission unit, then proper drive shaft or propeller shaft, and then differential unit and then differential axle, so that we can transmit the power from the engine to that is the transmission system uh, in the while the vehicle is in running condition. So it is with that the clutch is the main component, is the plays a major role uh, to engage and then disengage the power from the engine to the transmission system. So while applying the clutch, so it disengage the engine from the transmission system, so that we can easily change the gear and then without any issues or fluctuation in the system. And then while we are releasing the clutch pedal, and then it connect the engine to the transmission system, so that we can easily transmit the power to the transmission system in order to drive the vehicle. So and then so here in the clutch there are a number of the essential components are there, so that we can engage and disengage the engine power. So the parts are includes the flywheel and then clutch disc and then pressure plate and then the springs, and then where the hubs units are in the system, and then the release mechanism and then bearings. So among them, the springs are the components used to apply the pressure and then release the pressure. So here in the pressure, for applying the pressure with help of spring, we are using different types of springs. So majorly we have the coil spring and then diaphragm spring, where coil spring is nothing but a circular shaped that is circular shaped springs are made in that a number of a number of parts, so that we can apply the pressure in the system and then release the pressure. See here, the springs mounted on the inner hub of the clutch plate that cushion the clutch engagement. So they work as the torsional vibration damper to absorb fluctuation in the engine power delivery. So there are different the functions of the springs are include, and then among them the major the working principle and then working the application of the spring is to absorb the damper or the vibration while the engine is in running condition, so that we can observe the fluctuation in the gear changes. So as the spring works as a damper, the power delivery is smoother and more linear than if there is no spring. Yes, while observing the pressure, so that and then while the spring is acting as a damper, so that we can run or you can easily deliver the power in very smooth manner, and then it is hold special advantages when the system having no spring in the clutch. And then the function of these short coil springs is to continuously hold the friction and then driven plates together through spring tension, preventing slippage in the system. So see here, it is the coil spring. There are n number of coil springs are there in the circular shaped, so that we can apply the pressure and the release pressure, and also act as a the vibration arrestor. And then the next one is the diaphragm spring. So instead of the coil spring, here we are replacing that kind of the plate kind of the spring in order to create or to pressure in the system. And then also when compared to coil spring, this diaphragm spring is a very kind of the spring simple in construction, so that we can use in the very compact manner. And then so this diaphragm is very simpler in construction, and it having the very smaller parts when compared to coil spring, where there are higher that is a number of components, that is smaller type of components are in the coil spring, whereas in the diaphragm spring, the diaphragm spring is completely eliminating those the parts, and then it includes very few parts so that we can use while the system is in a very compact manner. So the diaphragm spring is one of the main part of the clutch. It creates the pressure force of the clutch. It decides, creates pressure force of the clutch. It enables engagement and then disengagement of clutch, so that we can transmit or transfer the or power from the engine to the transmission system while applying the clutch and then releasing the clutch. So eliminating all the parts of intermediate support without supporting ring. So only the supporting ring, making its structure very simpler, compact and fewer parts, and then it holds very less mass when compared to coil spring. Thank you.